Good evening, everyone. My name is Brenda Ahlberg, Kenai Peninsula Borough Information Officer, and we're here tonight to provide a recap of the day and to introduce you to Dan Nelson, our incident commander. Good evening, Dan. How are you doing tonight?
Evening, Brenda. I'm doing well. I look a little bit warmer than you look outside, though, today.
Just a skosh warmer. But I'm glad to be outside in the air. Getting the fresh air has been awesome.
It's a good day for that, for sure. So thanks so much, and welcome, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I've got just a little bit of a recap here on things that happened today. And really, as far as some statewide news, as far as cases, from Department of Health and Social Services, we did not receive any notification of positive cases on the Kenai Peninsula. We do have the announcement of one additional death as a result of COVID-19. That was not on the Kenai, so it brings our total case count to 114. So that's an announcement from DHSS and their update for today. Here on the Kenai Peninsula, we continue to work together and work with our agencies and healthcare providers. In fact, we've got Dorotha from South Peninsula Hospital, I believe, scheduled coming on for tomorrow night. And so we'll have an opportunity to ask questions based on hospital activities, what they're doing to prepare, and some other things from the medical side. So we're looking forward to that. And please make sure you mark your calendars to tune in tomorrow for that conversation right here at 7. And there'll be an opportunity to put some questions in on the KPB Alerts Facebook page for Dorotha. So I look forward to that. Myself, Brenda, and Dorotha will be on at 7. So we did get a lot of questions today and just a lot of inquiries based on the governor's mandates that came out Friday evening. So if you'll recall, there were 2 mandates that came out, one requiring that social distancing and staying in our home, the other that prohibited travel between communities. And I just wanted to address this a little bit. I can't get into real specifics on any one case or any particular thing, but in generalities, this mandate, which applies to the Kenai Peninsula Borough as well as all other areas of Alaska, does have us staying in our home and maintaining that social distancing. So in essence, what the governor has mandated us to do is to remain home as much as possible unless you are working in a critical infrastructure sector business or conducting critical personal errands. And so there's a long frequently asked questions document and list of these essential operations that are happening. Many of us do work in infrastructure, whether that be utilities or first responder, and included in that is also retail chains, grocery stores, pharmacies, healthcare, and many, many others. So if you are wondering if your profession or sector is included in that list, please check that out. That is linked on our blog, kpboem.com. So essentially, when we talk about these things, travel is allowed with social distancing and with that limitation that there is at least 6 feet between people, whether that's at your place of employment, traveling, etc., and not allowed between communities to help us prevent the spread. So those exemptions are there. You need to check that frequently asked questions document or that text out yourself to double check and see where you are in that. The other exemption allows for critical personal errands. And so the governor in his document has encouraged us to reduce the amount of trips out as much as possible for things like going to the grocery store for food, going to the pharmacy, obtaining health care, providing health care for family, fulfilling custody arrangements and those types of things. And again, it's too long of a document for me to get in here on video, but I encourage everybody to go to our website, check that out. And I think that will answer a lot of questions for people. We're getting a lot of things about different scenarios and different things, and really the answers are there. Since that came from the governor's office, it was not something from the borough. We certainly encourage you all to follow those instructions, but the best places for you to go on there and make your own decision based on the information that's provided if your situation falls into one of those things. And that's really a real brief update from our part. It was a very nice Sunday, except quite a bit of wind up here on the Central Peninsula as I'm looking at trees there behind Brenda. But that's what we've been up to, and just continuing to to work with our agencies. We were able to give some of our incident management team, our responders, some time off this weekend. So we'll be back and have a full crew back on Monday, and some rested folks to continue to work to make sure that we're having a good response and serving the people of the Kenai Peninsula.
Dan, thank you for that. We're looking forward to talking to DeRosa Ferraro tomorrow with South Peninsula Hospital. She's the information officer and will be providing lots of details, lots of engagement with their community, as well as with the surrounding agencies under what's called Unified Command. So we encourage you to join us tomorrow night here at 7 o'clock. Dan?
All right, thanks so much, everybody. And I really think that's about it for today. We have not had a lot of things. We had definitely questions about those mandates. So I encourage folks to take a few minutes on that. Go to kpboem.com and read the text for that. That blog, as well as the Facebook pages and Twitter accounts for KPB Alerts, will keep you up to date on things that are happening throughout the day. And of course, we're here every night at 7. So Brenda, if are there any other questions that have come in, or do you think maybe it's a good night to close this out and let people have a good evening?
Let's let everyone have a good evening. And thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday to be with us tonight. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 with DeRosa Ferraro from South Peninsula Hospital. Please join us then.